How's it going, everyone? Sinister here at the Gamer Section, and welcome to another review. And today's review is Borderlands 3, which is on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. And of course, the usual business. Gonna break it down with the graphics, the story, the gameplay, the challenge, if you see if it's worth your money or not, and then also, of course, the game score at the end. So. Before I begin this review, be sure you hit that like button. We greatly appreciate your support. Also, leave your comments at the end of the, when I announce at the end of the video. Alright, now on to the show. And of course, the story of Borderlands 3 is, the story, it tells the events of the last game with the fall of Handsome Jack. And now, new Vault Hunters take over, excuse me. They consist of Flak, the Beastmaster, Amara, the Siren, Zane as himself, and Mose the Gunner. Of course, like all the crazy enemies, like the psychos and things like that, they're all band together and then just follow this new cult called the Children of the Vault. And of course, they're led by the new enemy. And of course, this new enemy, not going too far in detail, it's usually the twin Calypso brothers. And so basically, you're tasked by Marcus, and he kind of reminds me of, looks like an overweighted Negan from the Walking Dead fame and things like that. So basically, yeah, he's the one that narrates the whole story, and of course you're gonna hear his voice throughout the whole game and things like that. So now I'm gonna move on to the graphics, and then, of course, the graphics look phenomenal in this game, and of course has that little shell shaded look, just like its predecessors. And of course, it seemed like the games that are being remastered in this generation, because you started out with Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, and then of course the first one also got remastered. So basically you got all three of them. And of course in Borderlands 2 you had an extra DLC that detailed Lilith's story, and pretty much Lilith pretty much takes over in this game and things like that, because she leads this new team called the Crimson Raiders. Of course, you have that old lovable Claptrap, of course, and him and his annoying self. So basically that's how the story is. But as far as the gameplay, the graphics in that detail, basically, you get the choice between two modes. Basically you have resolution and performance modes. The resolution is basically, you want to improve clarity and how the game looks and things like that. And of course performance, it just increases its frame rate, a la like 60 frames per second, for example. Because basically, you have a choice if you between the two, whichever you prefer, your play style and things like that, and how you want it to look, things like that. For me, I always choose performance, because like I like to have like a smooth gameplay, I just enjoy the experience that way, things like that. So anyways, I'm gonna move on to the gameplay. Gameplay is basically the same, except you have more options. Of course, with the characters that you choose from, they have like these new moves. Like for Flak, for example, he has like this pet Scrag. They go out and attack enemies and things like that, and it shoots up acid. So basically, he's a big helper, and plus, he can shoot grenades and other animals and stuff for aiding his attacks and things like that. So also you have like two modes and stuff like. If you ever plan on teaming up with other people, especially like couch co-op or online, one of the modes is cooperation mode. So basically, times that you kill an enemy, they drop loot or ammo, you automatically pick it up, and then, of course, whoever you play with doesn't get their hands on it. So basically, yeah, the kills that you earn, you keep. And of course, its other mode is excuse me, competitive mode. Basically, it's the classic, Borderland rules. So basically, any kills you get, it's basically everyone for themselves. So any loot that you drop, you better go get it, and things like that. Loot, ammo, because y'all gonna be scrapping for it. So it's basically, or if you want to be nice about it, just let them know ahead of time. So hey, you can have this if I don't need it, that kind of thing. But of course, if you're gonna end up playing someone who's just greedy, it's like, yeah, you may not want to play with them anymore. So that's how it is in that regard. And of course, as for the challenge, for the the experienced Borderland players out there, you have two modes out there. You have easy and you have normal. I say, start off with normal, for all the veterans out there. You want a new challenge, better rewards, things like that. And of course, like for the new players, excuse me, there's the easy mode. And the easy mode is always good, to start off with. So that way you can, get to enjoy the experience and trying to get a feel of the game and, just, get a feel of all the layout and how everything goes control wise and things like that. That helps you out, just, makes it a better playing experience. And of course, down to the nitty gritty, the score. I would give Borderlands 3 a 4.5 out of 5. It's a great game, from what I played. I'm gonna get the cons out of the way. And I hate to say it, like one of those cons, involves Clash Track, because cool as he is, he just gets annoying a lot. Just hearing his voice, he just interjects, just saying all this random stuff, times that will get on your nerves, things like that. Sometimes you just want to shoot him, things like that. But however, another thing is like there's no level balancing. It's like, for example, you're playing somebody who has like a higher level, you don't get, the level doesn't, boost up for you either. So basically you got to tread carefully, because you being at a lower level and you're trying to attack an enemy who is a higher level, you're going to be at a great disadvantage, because it's going to equal a quick death and things like that. Of course, when it comes to dying, you have to kill an enemy real quick or you just die altogether. And of course, you have to use your money just to revive yourself and things like that. But overall, it's a great game and stuff like that, for older new players to enjoy and things like that. So basically, just tell me what you think, or just leave your comments down below. And then of course, always hit that like, subscribe button of the gamer section. We're glad that you have and enjoying your support. So anyways, this is Sinister. I'm out.